Let's say that you've won them for 500, right? And all you've got left is 100. You had a bad session. And now your short stack is ugly. It's upside down. You got, man, I've only got $100 left. What am I going to do? Well, situational play to me is a big piece of being a quote unquote good gambler, if you can be such a thing. And here in session 19, situational play, I want to talk about short stacks. And it's one of my favorite ways to look at all the games. We can talk about craps, and I'll go to the table, we'll talk craps today a little bit about this, but this works in really any game. The concept of short stacking works in any game. And here's, what is a short stack? A short stack is nothing more than some limited number of units, right? It's less than what you started with, or it's less than your desired spread. It might be your exact spread, but typically speaking, a short stack is a tiny amount of chips. It could be, I started with 500, I've got $100 left. I'm short stacked. I've got 1 unit left, or one bullet left. Or if I break that stack down, I've got 4 bullets, 4 quarter-size bullets. It's less than I was started with. It's what I got left. Okay. It could be a triggered count. Okay. I frame that sometimes like it's a bad thing. Like, hey, you've only got X number of units, right? It could be, you know what? I won some money and this is my last run. It could be I lost money. This is my last ditch effort. It could be I've regressed and this is what my number is. This is my stack after a regression. This is what I've got. It's the remainder, right? In any of these cases, it's a small amount of chips. It's a small portion of what's big in your rack. And I think that's an important thing to realize what it is. And I think with short stacking, it's important to understand why are you in the short stack situation. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. You might be, like I say here, at the end of your rope. You might have had a bad run, and here you are. You start with $500, you're down to your last 100. You're short stack. You've only got a tiny bit of chips left. You have 4 greens left, 10 black, or 1 black, or 10 sets of red left, right? That's what you got. A short stack could be a good thing. Today was a good example on my Daily Paycheck show. It could be your excess profit. Right, today we won on our show $1,300 in our initial play. I locked up $1,150 and I went out there with $150. I short stacked myself. I said it's excess profit. It's what I have left to play with. I'm permitting myself to put this tiny amount of money out. Out of $8,000, I played with $150 or $160 across. Right? It was excess profit as a short stack play, and I played it aggressively, and we won another couple $100 with it. Right? That's the idea of short stacking excess profit. It's okay to be short stacked if you're locking up other things and you're satisfied with the win. That's another thing. You can make it, like I said before, a regression target. Let's say that you're 320 across in a craps table. Let's say that you're $100 on black in roulette. That's your boom. You're putting 4 greens out there and you win the 4 greens. You're like, hell yeah, babe, won 4 greens, right? Take it all back and regress down to 1 green, right? And maybe that 1 green actually, or maybe let's say 2 greens. You take back all that money, right? You take back your initial 100 plus the 100 you won, right? Back to your rack, and you take the $50 that's left and you do 5 $10 bets with it. That's a short stack of 5 units, 5 $10 units. Okay, it's a target that you hit. On a craps table, you might go big across, 320 across, take a hit for $70, right? Pull the 320 back and take that $70 that you won, and that's a short stack. It's a tiny amount of money. It's less than you started with. It's not your initial spread. You're gonna play that down. Now you got where you want to get to. Congratulations, play it out. Okay, a short stack could also be seen as part of your play. Like I railed earlier about, you know, people who play games where they have enough for 10 series. I'm going to play craps with enough money for this amount of money for 10 shooters, or roulette, this amount of money for, 10 series of 5 spins. This is how a lot of people play roulette, right? Whatever that looks like, that little bit that you're setting aside for that shooter or that series or this part of the shoe in a card game, your series spread is a short stack, and you put yourself in a position where you say, I'm going to play that amount of money. I'm not going to dig into the main rack until the series is completed, and you let that thing roll itself out. That's, again, a short stack. You might use a short stack in a switch situation. Like, it ain't going well. I'm trying this thing. I'm finding that my shoe is in a chop. I'm finding that I'm getting beat. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go to a different way of playing. Instead of going with a regression strategy, I'm going to go with a builder strategy, right? I short stack myself and say, you know what? Instead of regressing from $100 down to a quarter, I'm going to start at a quarter, take $100 and get 4 whacks at a quarter to try and do a quick build instead of trying to regress down. You might switch it up and again, short stack yourself to achieve a different kind of goal with a different kind of mindset. And that's again, looking at why you got there. It's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you win your way into a short stack and it's all good. But really it's about how you play it, right? The short stack, to me, the way that you hammer these things is with a scoped goal, right? To me, take 3 units and win 1 and say, cool, did it. Took 3 units, won a unit, stack the 1 unit up, go back out with 3 units again. Win another one, stack the 1, go back out with 3. Win again, stack the 1, 100% profit from my 3 units. Bye. Keep on doing that if you want to, but that's a way to kind of go out there and reset, go out there and reset. Winning 2 from 5, winning 5 from 10. Find ways to take what you've got and have a scoped small goal. Can I take these 10 units? Can I take the $100, break it up into 10 sets of $10, make each of those $10 win $10 and come back from it? That's an interesting way to do it. You can also play a short stack ride or die style, and I won't ever tell you not to, right? If you're going to do a regression system, let's say you're going to go from $100 down to 25 on the roulette or in baccarat, and take that 25 and go, I'm going to go 3 times full press. We're going to do three parlays, a paroli for 3 times. Burn it. Burn it with purpose. That's cool too, if that's your plan. Take the 100, regress to 25, and just beat the crap out of it 3 times and see if you can get it done. On the craps table, take a $70 win, go 64 across, and hammer them with it. Fine. If that's your purposeful play, then go for it. But again, it's the short stack that you're starting from. You're not going back into your rack to try and replace that as you go. I advise, where you can, split or merge the units either way, right? You can turn $100 or turn $5 into 10 or 15 if you can do it, right? You can turn 4 units into 1 unit, right? And what I mean by that is you can take $50, turn it into 10 $5 units. You can take $100, turn it into 10 $10 units or 20 $5 units. You can split them down into smaller sizes and take a lot of small cracks at it. You can also take 4 green chips and go, well, I'm short stacked 4 green chips. I'm going to merge it and make 1 black out of it and go past line black, or go, even black or whatever. You can either way do that, right? I would prefer, me personally, I merge them, I split them out and get more cracks at it. But I can see a case where you say, you know what, I'm taking the short stack, smash it together and get 1 hammer, right? That's a fine way to approach it if you're going to do it that way. But again, it's your approach to it. Okay, I recommend building a lock stack, right? When I'm in a short stack situation, like I gave you the example before, if I win a little bit, I lock half and I increase my short stack by half of my win, right? If I win again, lock up half of that, increase the short stack by half the win, and kind of keep building up your rack or your profit piles and build up your bet sizing as you go. I think short stack playing is the biggest challenge you're going to face, because I think a lot of us look at our rack and go, man, that rack is loaded with chips. I can go out there big and do all this crazy stuff. And in reality, if you break it up into smaller chunks and play the smaller chunk really hard, and that smaller chunk generates money, guess what? Over the time, you can sort of build that money up. You got me? There it is. What else about short stacks? I would recommend you challenge yourself a little bit, right? 3-unit challenge. I used to do this all the time. The 3-unit challenge, hard, right? Take 10 units and make 3 out of it. Take 15 units and make 3 units out of it. It's hard. Take 15 and make 5. Make a 1/3 profit. It is really, really hard to do this, right? Take 5 units and make 1. Just make 1 unit. Right? This is where things like the horseman come into play, or come betting strategies, or simple builder strategies. Like take 5 units, put 2 units on each dozen on 2 dozens in roulette, right? That generates, if one of your dozens hits, it generates a 2-unit profit, right? That takes 5 units and makes 2 out of it. You do it a second time, you made 4 units in a couple of spins. That's the idea, right? Hunt down a small streak. other ideas you might have to play your short stacks are obviously welcome and open, right? So think about ways that you might pursue doing some of that stuff. So we can go to my table and play a little bit. I think I'll get some dice out here. And what I want to show you here is some techniques and some situations that you might get into and ways you might play. Now, the dice may not cooperate with us today, but we're going to see what happens. Let's put $500 into our rack, okay? And let's just say that we started out with this $500. That was our starting bankroll. And let's say we had a pretty good day, okay? We had a good day and we made $200 in profit. Pretty cool, right? Your goal might have been 20%. That's $100, right? You could say, you know, I'm going to lock that up. We're going to put that in the back of the rack, our starting bankroll. We're going to lock up $100 as profit, right? And I'll make it so you can see it. We'll take this $100 here and say this is our short stack. We're going to take this little bit of money, which is a small percentage of what we started with, right? And put it to work in some interesting way, and maybe with a smaller goal. Let's try and, you know, make $50 out of that. Or let's try and make an extra $25 out of that. Let's see if we can turn this into an extra black chip, okay? A lot of ways you can do it, obviously, right? Short stack plays are fun. They should be either highly aggressive or highly conservative, depending on how you want to do it. What I'll do is this. We'll do it a couple of times. I'll take this $100. Let's make it look like 4 green chips. We'll start with this play first. May or may not work, but I'll show you what I'm going for here, okay? We can take 1, 2, 3, 4 cracks at, let's say, the field. This could be a pass line or a don't pass. It doesn't matter what the 50-50 bet you're looking at is, but let's take the field. Ideally, we get a field number. We're going to parlay it one time. When that parlay hopefully hits two field wins in a row, you would have made $75, right, off of that first $25, which is great. That also, by the way, you could lose 1, 2, 3 times, and on the 4th one, if it works out, you're no worse for wear, okay? But anyway, we can take the $75. What you'd probably do with that, say, you know what? Let's increase our short stack by 1 unit. Now I have 5 units in my short stack, and I'll lock up this $50 in the profit stack, and we'll kind of play some, keep some, play some, keep some, and sort of build up our profit as we go. So let's give that a crack. Let's take our 4 units. I'll leave them out here in the come so you can see them. We'll just play it out here live, right? We'll put one out there. I'll do a quick little set of rolls here. If we can catch us a little field parlay, great. And if not, we'll try a different tactic. There's a 2 and a 2. That's a 4. That will pay. We'll stack it up. We'll do a little parlay. And we got an 11 yo. So it works out. We get lucky here. It works out. Parlay wins, which is awesome, right? We'll take $50 and we will put it in our go home stack. Now our go home stack is 150, right? We can restart the series or say, you know what? We're already stacked up, right? While we've locked up, let's take that parlay and try and turn it again. Maybe we get super lucky here, right? And we have a 4-1-5. So it burns, but we gave it the shot. We'll do it one more time. Oh, there's a good roll. It's a 7. Comes right off the backboard. Here we go. There's a 6 hard. 3-3 hard 6. We'll lose. And our last crack with our short stack looks like an 8. Okay, so we had all, of course, we iron crossed ourselves out of this thing, right? But we did increase our go home by $50. Now, it could have been 200, obviously, right? But again, the short stack is kind of, let's just take a stab at this thing. Let's do it again. Let's take there's our $100. We'll take another 4, okay? Let's do a short stack this time with instead of a parlay, we'll do a little iron cross. We'll go 5, 6, 8. We'll take $25 in reds. We'll cap the 6 and 8, and we'll get a field bet. We'll just do a $10 field bet. I'll keep 5 over here. Now, this time, the short stack, we're going to try and play it out a little longer. Put the whole short stack out there. Instead of doing 4 cracks at it, we'll take 1 crack at it. This is more of a YOLO style. But let's grab a point. Point will be 10. Let's play it out. Let's see if we can't make this little short stack do something interesting for us. A little aggressive play if we can do it. There's a 4 and a 1. That'd be a 5. So what'll happen is this. We'll lose our field. We're going to get paid $35 on the 5. I'll pay it out in reds. There's 15, 30, $5. Let's go here. We'll go 35 on the 5. Make the 6 and 8 both look like $42. Like so. We have $1 and change. We're going to ignore the field for a roll. There's a 6. That'll pay $50. 50. I'll pay it like this. $50 for 1. It actually pays $49. We'll drop $1 from our rack, get paid $50. Now I've got 3 bets that each pay $50. Essentially, I'll put $20 into the field. I'll take back 30. Now look at my back stack. Okay, we have our 100. I put $35 back in there, so we're bringing back 135 extra. I've got money out here. Let's take a couple more rolls if we can get them done, and see if we can't make some hay. Here again, 50 for 1. I don't have any whites left, so we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. There's 45. There's $49. Right? We'll take the 20 that we lost. We'll put the $20 back in the field. I'll take the whites back because I'm going to need them, hopefully. And this quarter. Again, I'll stack that back up in the back of the rack there. And there's a method to the madness here. There's a 6 and a 6. Check this out. That's going to pay on this table triple. That's $60. 60 for the 20. Yeah? Dig. The back of the rack now has 4 green chips. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the extra $100 that we start. We got our short stack back. We've got another $25 or so in excess profit. So look at this. We have our money, but our short stack's been recovered. We have the $200 in profit we started with, a little bit extra. Plus, I'm playing out here at what do we have out there? 42, 42, and 35. Plus 20 in the field, about $130 or so out there. Not bad, right? We can take that back and double up the size of our profit, or let it run itself, let the course run. There's the 7, we lose it all. But we actually turned that short stack of $100. We got it back. We actually earned our goal, which was 1 unit. We wanted to earn $25 and we did, right? Again, not setting the world on fire, but take your short stack and do something interesting with it. Now, you might be in the opposite spot. And here's another example. You might be down here. Let's say that you've bought them for 500, right? And all you've got left is 100. You had a bad session. And now your short stack is ugly. It's upside down. You got, man, I've only got $100 left. What am I going to do? Well, if you're a stop loss zero person, you're going to keep on playing. Some of you may say, well, today wasn't my day. I'm going to leave with something. But you might want to say, let's find a way to turn that into something if we can do it. A good way to do this is find some low volatility way to kind of keep playing, maybe catch a bit of a run. So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to go 25, onto the don't pass. Okay, little headless horseman. We'll take the next $25. I'm going to actually get change for that. And we'll do some come betting. Here we go. A little 2-to-1 horseman. Let's get out if we can. We got a midnight, which is barred. So don't pass bar 12 means it's a tie. Let's catch a number. Oh, we didn't. We lost our don't. What a bummer. And we're going to try and eke back some money here if we can. There's a 5 for the point. That's cool. Point is a 5. Now we're going to do 3 $10 come bets and hope that we can inch our way back, right? And here's what happens, right? I love the horseman. You get paid in the come. You get paid on the don't, right? The early 7s are your best friend here. We got back to 25 that we lost on that come out run. And we end up profiting $10. Let's do it again. We'll do another couple little quick shooters here and see about making this short stack help our cause. Look at this, another come out loss. Boy, we play the don't. Play the don't, you get burned on the come out. All right, let's get a better one. There's a 6, 4 to 2. 4 to 2 again. We'll do a little half size come bet. I love that 2-to-1 ratio. There's an 11 yo. That's great. Now we're going to be aggressive here. We're going to take the come win. We're going to stack it on top. Okay, take those natural wins and try and make them make hay for you. That goes to the 9. We'll do a second $10 comeback. Love to have a repeat of the 9 right here, huh? It goes to the 10. Not the greatest. And here's our third one. And if we catch a 7 here, we're going to be fine. We're going to still make money. There's an 8. All right. So we've got 3 come bets. The 8, the 9, and the 10. And we have the 7. We have the 7, 8, 9, and 10 working for us. Just got to avoid this one here for a minute. Maybe those numbers repeat and we get out of here in good shape. There's an 8. That's awesome. That will come down and be paid. The horseman, we don't go back out. We just stuff the rack. There's a 10. Look at that. Look at that 10 paying off. What do you think of that, huh? That'll come down and be paid. Back to the rack it goes. There's the 9. Look at me go. Look at me go. My goodness gracious. That was the one that we had stacked up on that 11, right? That yo 11 turned into an extra. Look at that. There's the yo. There's the extra money. That thing made all that. Now, it's got to get a 7. It's got to beat the 6. Can we just beat the 6 here? There's a 5. We'll play it out until we do it. Now, you can go back out, right? You've made enough money here to do it. You can go back out and restart that whole series again, or let the money just sit where it belongs, right? And work itself through. There's a 10. Let's roll out here until we 7 out or hit the point. There's a 5. There's a 9. Boy, all these numbers are repeating again. Look at that. 7. There's the 617. That'll pay on the don't. And if we empty out our rack here, check this out. There is 25, 25. So we have 1, 2, 3 quarters. So our $100 has turned into 160. Okay. You can take this initial short stack back, hang on to it, now play with the profits. Now the next run through, take the 60 and do something. You can do whatever, 44 inside with an extra spiff on the 9 and 5, whatever you want to do. Take this new short stack and play it out. Let's actually do that. We'll take it as reds, like so. We'll do, let's see, I don't want to do this here. We can do, let's get the 6 and 8 as the beef. So we'll do 18 on the 6 and 8. 2 change. And 10 on the 5 and 9. That's 36, 46, 56, right? And 56. Am I missing some money here? Yes, I'm sorry, $4 light. And we'll take these 4. We'll burn the whole $60. We'll go 36, 46, 56, $60. We'll take the whole 60 in action. Let's use that short stack and see if that can make us a little bit of hay. We had a good point. 4 is a great point, by the way. The outside points are awesome because they take a while. Here we go. Let's make some inside magic happen. We got a 4, 3, 1, 4. Puck's off. We'll lose our hard 4. Too bad. We have nothing else to go out there with. There's a 9. The new point's going to be a 9. That was a 6. Rolled on me. Here we go. 5, 4, 1, 5. That's great. That'll pay $14. I'm going to get the 5 and 9 both to 15. Now we're 66 inside. I will take a buck and put that hard 4 back. From this point here, let's get a number and I'll explain it. There's going to be a 639. Is that the point? That is the point. That's going to pay $21. I will drop $1. And we'll do a little skill 66 press here. We're going to take the 6 and 8, both to 24. And the 5 and 9, both to 20. Everything here pays $28 now. Puck is off. We're coming back out. We got us at 8. All right, let's go. Just need one inside number here, right? There is a 6. We did it. So watch this. A 4, 2, 6. We will lose the hard 6, but that will pay $28. $25, $28. Now, if I pull this down Let's look at what happens. I'm going to take it down. I want you to see what's out here. There is 25, 50. That's 5, and that's 5. That's $10 right there. Those become 3 greens. Look what we have now. We have our initial $100. That was the short stack. We now have 115, 116, 118. Okay? That $60 that we started with, there's the 60 we started with. Okay? Plus, of course, the hard ways are out there. Earned us a little better than $50. We took the first hit, racked some, played some, made it look like 66, did the little skill 66, press and pull, took another $55 off that table, right? So now our short stack has turned into double its size. No, we have not gained back the 500 or the 4 that we lost, but we worked a short stack in some kind of safe tactical ways and made extra money with it, right? A little horseman got us enough money to play an inside play. The inside play got lucky, turned into something for us. And now we're able to make another decision. We can go back the hard ways. We can say, you know what, we'll keep whatever, 50, and play 66 again, 65, 66 with the dollar kicker. We can go back here and say, look, we're gonna lock up an extra $50 and keep on going. That's how you short stack play, right? One way to recover, super careful, very conservative, need a little bit of luck. The other way, let's just go all in, right? Iron cross, we'll just try and, and increase our profit. You can be more aggressive when you're playing from profit than when you're playing from behind the 8 ball. So both ways are cool. And again, short stacking, I think, is a skill you need to have. There's gonna be times when you are down to your last bullet. There will be times when you have an extra bullet or an extra partial bullet because you won some, right? Take a short stack and be aggressive with that thing. Maybe that's the one, right? If not, so what? You locked up in our first example there what you wanted to. And that's a good way, I think, of, again, framing the discussion. Find your own ways, practice your own ways. We talked about all those different challenges, right? How can I take 10 units and make 3, 15 units and make 3, right? Find ways to turn 15 red chips into 17 red chips. Just make a couple of units. If you can rinse and repeat that, right, over time, you'll be able to recover a little better. I think short stacking, to me, is one of the keys to learning how to be a good recovery player, because things won't always go your way. Keep it simple, right? I think crap strategies, I think roulette strategies, they tend to be, especially roulette strategies, are super complicated, right? All this comes down to, ultimately, is coverage and win rate. That's it. What percentage of the board are you covering on a roulette table or on a craps table? What is your spread? What is your risk? And keep it as simple as possible, right? If you're gonna follow a betting pattern, cool. If you're gonna go on a baccarat blackjack and go 1 unit, 2 unit, 4 unit out, or you're gonna go 1 unit, 3 unit, 2 unit out, we're gonna go 1, 2, like that. Fine, follow your pattern and keep it simple. Don't try and do all the crazy math. Don't try and chase things around. Nobody has intuition that helps them win, right? You just play your pattern. Your betting patterns either work or they don't on a given day. The thing is, when they work, you got to get out. If you're going to short stack it like we did today and it works, get out. When it works, it works. You got to run, right? That's here, mindset, discipline. Keep things simple. Always, always, always keep things simple. The more we overcomplicate things, the more we think about things, the worse that it is for you. Always. So keep it simple. That's my note for the day. And there it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to leave us a comment here in the comment section for the video, but really better still, join us on Discord. Go to casinogaming.tv and hit the community link in the menu there and join our Discord. That's where me, other YouTubers, and all of our subscribers hang out. We sit there and talk strategy and just BS kind of all day long. It's a great way to get connected and stay connected and kind of interact with the team, learn about meetups and get-togethers and all that kind of stuff. So with all that said, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one.